Gaza is a kind of a trigger, as they say. This is what's triggered the left, and but they are out in full force. And Debbie says, these people are terrorists. Now, I am reluctant to go along with that, but I think that there is an element of truth to it. So let's explore what that element of truth is. Here is the main umbrella group of these protests. It's called Students for Justice in Palestine. And here is its statement that it issued right after October 7th. Liberation is not an abstract concept. It's not a moment circumscribed to a revolutionary past, as is often characterized. Rather, liberating colonized land is a real process that requires confrontation by any means necessary. I think this is a euphemism for violence. In essence, decolonization is a call to action. Again, what they're saying is not just words, not just pamphlets, not even just showing up for a protest. Action, a commitment to the restoration of indigenous sovereignty. Well, right here, there's a little bit of an unintentional joke because the Muslims are not indigenous to Israel. In fact, the Jews are. If you want to talk about indigenous people, people who were there the longest, people who, in a sense, came with the land, you'll find it right there in the stones and in the tablets and in the archaeological digs of Israel. This is Jewish land. Now, the Jews were dispersed after the diaspora, after the destruction of the temple. But this idea of appealing to kind of indigenous rights and indigenous sovereignty, very interesting. And resistance comes in all forms. Armed struggle, general strikes, popular demonstrations, all of it is legitimate. And all of it is necessary. So Debbie would be like, well, there you go. That is a call to terrorism. And I think it has to be seen that way. But a call to terrorism is not the same as terrorism. So one can be in favor of terrorism. And I think it's probably accurate to say that these activists are in favor of Hamas. They don't take the position that they could have taken, which is, hey, listen, you know what? We're peaceful demonstrators. We believe that there are innocent civilians being targeted here. And so we are speaking up for them, but we want nothing to do with Hamas. In fact, we want Hamas to release the hostages. You'll never hear that. You'll never hear the activists shout and call for the release of the hostages.